Welcome, dear viewers, to another deep dive episode on Mr. Magazine, your home for the most compelling, most talked about, and most emotionally charged stories of Turkey's entertainment universe. Before we begin unraveling today's extraordinary storm of rumors, nostalgia, mystery, and unspoken feelings, don't forget to subscribe, hit that join button for exclusive perks, and drop a like to keep our community growing strong. Now, let us step into a story where silence speaks louder than words. For years, the names Barış Baktaş and Yagma Yüksel existed almost like two halves of a shared fictional destiny, an on-screen duo whose chemistry had once captivated millions. Their partnership in Blood Flowers had created such a visceral emotional world that even after the series ended, the characters lived on through the memories of fans, carved into collective imagination like lines from a poem that refuses to fade. But after a long period of calm, during which both actors quietly continued their separate journeys, the digital realm suddenly erupted again, stirred not by collaboration, but by the arrival of Barış's new series, specifically, a single episode whose intensity triggered a chain reaction neither the actors nor their teams anticipated. When the emotionally charged episode aired, featuring tense, intimate moments between Barış and his new co-star, fans flooded social media with commentary. What began as simple scene dissection drifted within minutes into another familiar territory, speculation, longing, and the resurrection of unresolved feelings connected to the Barış, Yagma era. Twitter threads multiplied, TikTok edits resurfaced, and forums buzzed with resurfaced sentiments. There must be something going on behind the scenes. Is this a new love triangle? How does Yagma feel watching this? The quiet equilibrium shattered. In response to the rising tidal wave of assumptions, Barış's team issued a swift and unusually blunt clarification. The statement read, "Barış is performing his craft. His past with Yagma is closed and bears no relation to the work he is doing today." It was a sentence built like a fortress, direct, firm, and designed to halt speculation. Yet anyone familiar with Turkish celebrity culture knows that directness rarely kills curiosity. In fact, it does the opposite. It emboldens it. It feeds it. And so the story grew. Before we continue, dear Mr. Magazine family, make sure you're subscribed. Stories like these deserve to be discussed together, so comment your thoughts below. Do you think audience nostalgia plays a role in reviving past partnerships? A few days later, journalists spotted Barış leaving a production meeting. Microphones lunged toward him like arrows. The questions were sharp, relentless, and loaded with implication. Is something happening between you and your co-star? Did Yagma watch the new episode? Are you at the center of a new love story? Is there tension backstage? Barış, known for his calm and philosophical demeanor, offered a single sentence before slipping into his car. "I'm doing what I love. Everything else belongs to yesterday." And then he was gone. Silence has a strange power in the world of fame. It becomes a canvas where everyone paints their own version of the truth. And within hours, one small clip ignited an entirely new wave of speculation. A candid behind-the-scenes video emerged, a simple, almost mundane moment. In the footage, Barış sits in a quiet corner, script in hand, eyes narrowed in focus. His new co-star stands nearby, smiling gently at him, an undeniably warm, soft smile. That single smile became the spark for thousands of interpretations. Was it collegial affection? Professional respect? The comfort of working side by side? Or something deeper? The internet dissected each frame with forensic intensity. Slowed versions of the clip circulated, complete with theories, arrows, and overlaid commentary. One camp insisted the look was undeniably real. Others argued it was simply the natural closeness that grows during emotionally vulnerable storytelling. Regardless of what the truth actually was, one fact became clear. The public wanted answers Boris was not prepared to give. Meanwhile, Yagma Yüksel stepped into the online conversation without a single spoken word. She posted a minimalist Instagram story, a dimly lit photograph accompanied by the lyric, "What's gone never returns." With a single line, she detonated the internet. Was this a message? A coincidence? A poetic echo unrelated to current events? Fans split instantly into factions. Some felt the ache of nostalgia reopen within them, revisiting the emotional universe they once loved and refused to let go of. Others argued that the line must reflect her personal journey, nothing to do with Boris, yet inevitably framed that way by an audience hungry for connection. Quick reminder from Mr. Magazine, if you're enjoying the layered, emotional storytelling unfolding here, hit the like button and tell us, do you follow Boris's new series? And how do you feel about on-screen chemistry turning into real-world speculation? On the new production set, quiet whispers drifted out from crew members observing Boris up close. One assistant revealed, "He's extremely focused. More than usual. He stays in character, keeps conversations minimal, and maintains distance off camera. Not unfriendly, just guarded." It was as if he had wrapped himself in an invisible shell, determined to protect his work from misinterpretation. Perhaps he understood better than anyone how a single casual gesture could lead millions to form narratives he never intended to create. The breaking point came when an emotionally intense letter scene aired in the series, a moment where Boris's character delivers a handwritten note while uttering the lines, "I tried, but I am no longer the man I once was." The internet caught fire. People swore the performance felt autobiographical. Blogs claimed it was a hidden confession. Some even argued the scene was a symbolic farewell, an echo of unresolved feelings from years ago. Writers of the series, bewildered by the ongoing spiral of misinterpretation, issued a formal statement. Please refrain from assigning personal meaning to fictional scenes. Our actors perform what is written. But fans rarely obey such requests. Emotion, once awakened, has its own stubborn path. The next day, Yagma shared another post, a sunset photo with the caption, "Some wounds are invisible, yet felt every day." And the cycle began anew. Speculation intensified. Communities split. Nostalgia deepened. Criticism sharpened. Empathy blossomed. The conversation refused to die. Behind the scenes, a close friend of Yagma revealed a different truth. She's going through a powerful period of renewal. She wants peace. She's distancing herself from anything that disrupts her internal balance. She's choosing healing. Suddenly, her posts gained new meaning. Not as commentary on Boris's new work, but as reflections of her own personal emotional journey. Not longing, but liberation. Still, millions remain attached to the emotional world the duo once created. One fan confessed online, "Watching them with new partners feels like losing something we once lived through them." It's a familiar phenomenon. When fiction resonates deeply, the audience begins to merge it with reality, weaving emotional threads between actors who never signed up to carry such projections. Sources close to Boris confirmed what some already suspected. He respects the past, but he has moved forward. His focus is his new work. And indeed, fans of his current project support this direction, praising the undeniable synergy developing between him and his new co-star. Many argue that clinging to past partnerships hinders artistic growth. Still, an unverified quote, rumored to belong to Yagma, circulates affectionately through fan forums. "If life brings us together again someday, it will be because it was meant to be." Whether she ever uttered these words remains unknown. But people believe it. Because they want to believe it. Thank you, dear viewers, for joining this emotional exploration on Mr. Magazine. Don't forget to subscribe, press join to support our team, and like this video so we can continue sharing the most captivating stories from Turkey's entertainment world. Until next time, stay curious, stay engaged, and stay with Mr. Magazine, where every story finds its heartbeat.